Good morning, and welcome to the Pollard Middle School closing ceremony. As your principal, I am honored to address you this morning, even briefly, as the unique Pollard class of 2020. At this time, I would like to take a minute to welcome, recognize, and thank your family and friends, our exceptional faculty and staff, Ms. Bonamolo, your very dedicated, caring, and hardworking assistant principal, Ms. Negosian, your grade level secretary, who took very good care of you day in and day out, and so many others who have contributed to your middle school completion. Every year, I struggle to find just those perfect words, just that right message to send to each of you as you leave the halls, or in our case, the Zooms of Pollard, and embrace your future as high school students. And then I realized there may not be one right message or one perfect send-off, and that this is the message that I should be sharing with you today. There is no right way to send you off without a final handshake, without a few hugs, without our traditional end-of-year events, or even our yearbook signings. And so, I want to start by sharing something I have come to learn over the years. And it is this: being right is not that important. It is definitely not as important as being authentic, being kind, or being compassionate towards others. I've learned that being right often finds us in a place of taking sides, of proving our sides, of dividing us into sides. So today, as I struggle to find just that right message to send you off, with that right balance of hope and caution, or just those right words to share and inspire you, I want you to know that a celebration today is well-deserved, perfect or right or not, and that today is our way to honor each and every one of you and all that you've accomplished. For you're leaving middle school now behind, and you too do not always need to have the right answer or just the perfect message. Rather, again, I encourage you to be honest, be vulnerable, be kind, and to genuinely connect with others in times of grief and in times of celebration. As I reflect on our 2 years together here at Pollard, I'm so incredibly proud. I'm proud of each of you. I'm proud of all of our teachers and the Needham community, and I am proud to have served as your principal. The last few months have proven that although this alteration in your learning experience has not been completely smooth or perfect for all of you, you've adjusted with grace, with positivity, and with strength. As a group, you've adapted, you've persevered, and you've been very, very successful. And although you feel that you might not be ready for the next stages, and that in some way you've even lost out, I'll share with you what I told my own children at home. You've also actually gained. You've gained very special time with your family. You've gained nightly dinners or nightly walks and talks. You've gained maybe a newly established love of board games or puzzles, or time to finally read those books or sleep in. You've gained some funny times and memories in your virtual worlds with your teachers and with Ms. Bonamolo and with me, meeting their children and our children, little or furry. And you've even gained the ability to adapt and face serious situations with courage, empathy, and grace. Each of you exemplified the difference between a good day and a bad day with simply your attitude. You didn't give in. You did not give up on us, the adults, or on yourselves. You actually did more with less. As independent, curious, and confident learners, you have shown all of the adults that although we have some things maybe to be worried about in our world, we also have something to be incredibly proud of and be inspired by, and that's each and every one of you. Your perseverance was palpable and contagious. You made us want to be better for you and strive for our own personal growth. As our future leaders, you are ready to open doors that we may not have quite been ready to do. You are less patient than we, and that is a good thing. For I'm confident that you, our future, will not simply strive to be right, but will be brave enough not to be. My hope is that you'll go out into this world and make it a far better place. That you won't be overly confident or always try to be right or always try to make everything perfect, but that you'll be brave enough to go out in the world and do your best. Continue your education. Listen to others. Be curious and constantly strive forward. What I hope is that you'll do all of this work together. As Buddha espoused, it is better to be kind than to be right. We do not need an intelligent mind that speaks, but a patient heart that listens. I will miss each and every one of you. I'll miss the laughter and the tears that we've shared during our time here at Pollard. I'm honored to have served as your principal. Welcome now to your closing ceremony.
Good morning, students, faculty, families, and friends. I'm honored to celebrate the Pollard class of 2020 and the Needham High School class of 2024. I thought I would record in the courtyard of Pollard where your journey began. Despite it being a strange end to the year, it has been a pleasure spending both years with all of you, and one that I have enjoyed thoroughly. I've been able to witness your growth and maturity. Let's be honest. When I left for the summer after 7th grade, I was really nervous about taking all of you to Washington, D.C. Wow, let me tell you, the largest growth that I've seen in students from a school year. What a surprise and relief when we returned in the fall. The days of throwing food in the cafeteria or arguing about cleaning have been replaced with young adults conversing with their friends and cleaning prior to even being asked. Gone are the days of running and touching in the hallways to walking down the hall in a calm manner. You have matured, grown, and are ready to move to high school. Since I've had the privilege of working with you over the past 2 years, I thought I would share a few statistics with you. Yes, you can never get rid of that math teacher in me. It's an important subject. We spent approximately 2,340 hours together, although 480 of those have been virtually. We've completed approximately 2,400 community service hours collectively, and most importantly, 97% of you now know that I'm just using my indoor voice when last year you thought I was yelling. That'll never change. So let's reflect on our 2 years together and celebrate your accomplishments. In 7th grade, I shared a Prince EA video titled, "Everybody Dies, but Not Everybody Lives." We discussed the meaning behind this video. You have one life to live, and you need to live out the dream you have inside. I encourage you to challenge yourself to stand up for what you believe and not to be complacent with the routine or the norm. Live out your dreams. Have courage to live your life as you are. Sometimes this work is hard to do, and yes, you might fail a few times, but you need to push through and make sure you stay true to yourself. Entering high school is a chance for you to make a brand new beginning and live out your dream. This year, during our opening day assembly, I discussed the value of kindness, and I challenged each and every one of you to do something kind for someone else throughout the school year. These kind acts could be as simple as holding the door for someone or just saying hello. Or they could be as complicated as helping a classmate study or loaning a peer money to buy a cookie at lunch. Either way, these acts, each one, have a significant impact on a person's day. I must admit, I saw more students helping their classmates when they dropped their materials in the hallway or needed something, and this made me smile. I'm sure it made all of us happier. The definition of kindness is the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. These 3 characteristics have everything to do with your character and how you would like to be known. I'd like to borrow a line from a prominent basketball player and coach, John Wooden. Be more concerned with your character than your reputation. Your character is what you really are, while your reputation is merely what others think you are. I challenge all of you to be honest with yourself as you move on to this next phase in your life. Say hello, hold the door, smile. It can all make a difference. I must say, I will miss you, all of you, and all of the laughs we have shared. I have enjoyed getting to know each of you and know you will go on to do great things. Congratulations. Use the kindness you have developed at Pollard and the dreams inside you to launch you to great success at high school and beyond. You're ready. Go get them. Hope to see you this afternoon.
Hi, Cluster 2. It's Miss D'Angelo, your school counselor. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations. I'm really proud of all of you. You've shown so much courage and bravery and strength. through all of this, and I had such a fun year with you. I'm gonna miss you guys terribly, but I'm so excited for what the future holds. And I guess my best piece of advice is just be true to who you are. That is the most important thing, and that will bring you happiness. Congrats!
Cluster 2 students, we made it. We're here. It's the last day. How exciting. We wanted to just as a group give you a message of well wishes and goodbyes, and that's what we're gonna do now. So we turn it over to our first speaker, Mr. Mock. Go ahead, Mr. Mock.
Hey, Cluster 8-2, I can't believe this is it. This is the end. It's been a great year. I think I told you at the very beginning of the year, every time you're part of a group, a team, a class, you all make a difference. And you're gonna create a personality, and you all did create a personality, and I have memories from all my blocks. A block, for some reason, right now I'm thinking about Ryan Christie giving Miss Goslin a hard time when she goes to steal my tea, bringing up the Boston Tea Party. B block, it was funny all year that I kept telling Justin that I think Max was going to try to start a fight with him in the cafeteria. C block, I always picture Ellie at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in Washington, D.C., putting the wreath on that tomb. I also think of some of the great writers in C block who I got to know through your writing, even though maybe you didn't talk as much in class. And D block, you saw one of the least appropriate videos I've ever shown to anybody, and let's just keep it our little secret. Didn't mean to show it to you, but sometimes those things happen. Hey guys, have a great summer. Come back and visit next year so we can say goodbye in a more normal setting. I'm going to turn it over now to Mrs. Anderson.
Hi guys, I just want to say to you, thank you so much for a great year. You know, this year was great because of the cluster that we had. And I feel so fortunate that I got to work with all the classes that I did, as well as an awesome advisory. It was a year that ended kind of abruptly in a way that we didn't expect, but I really hope that you come back and visit. Our doors are always open to you. And now I'm going to pass it on to Ms. Tarshis.
Hi guys, I want to say thanks for a great year. It obviously wasn't the year we planned. We'll certainly remember you guys as the pandemic class and remote learning class, but also I think kind of a special place in our hearts as a cluster. We've worked together, the four of us anyway, for the last 4 years, and you guys are the last cluster, last group of kids that we'll have together because they mix us up every couple years. So we will remember you for that as well. And I think other memories, you know, it's been a great year. I had a blast with you guys in DC on our bus, you know, playing DJ, and always have fun during the Shakespeare unit, laughing with you guys and all of your costumes and all the silly jokes there. So we'll miss you and have a great summer and good luck in high school. I'm going to pass to Mrs. Mancino.
Hi guys, I just want to say I had a wonderful time getting to know people in the cluster this year. I didn't get to know everyone, but I really enjoyed being on the DC trip because it gave me a chance to meet more people and have a fantastic roommate, Ms. Tarsha. I also just wanted a piece of, I don't know, many people aren't giving advice, a little piece of advice going forward. Never ever be afraid to ask a question of your teachers. Teachers are there to help. They want you to ask questions. For the students who I've worked with for 2 years, I'm going to miss all of you. I will still be in the same place next year. Please come back and visit. And even for the students I didn't have in class but might want to come visit, that's welcome too. I'm going to pass it off to Mr. Hoffman.
Okay, well, it's a pleasure being last. I said on the first day of school, second day of school, that in life, it's a life lesson. You get out what you put in. So a lot of you got so much out of this year, a lot of growth, and that was really your effort that did that. We're here to kind of guide you into learning, into growth, into being more prepared moving forward. And really, I just want you to know that everything you did is why you changed this year. We were just here to help. So keep that as a lesson. You know, that was the main focus of our spring, was you got out what you put in this spring. Some of you were able to get by just checking off boxes, not putting a lot of work in, and that means that you're going to have some gaps that other students don't have next year, especially in terms of work ethic. So this summer, really think about that, and think about the idea that you might start your high school off in a non-traditional way. So make sure you're ready to put the most effort you can in so that you can get the most out of the kind of expectations that you have. Otherwise, a piece of advice besides that, I like to tell students that you can't control the flow of the river, but you can control your own path within it. So you can't always make huge changes, but you can kind of keep mindful of where you are in the world, and kind of like if you're being the kind of person you want to be. So that's my advice to you. Otherwise, Cluster 2, it's been real. It's been really cool. Everyone's on screen now, so everyone feel free to say their last bit of words. To have a great summer. And to follow up with,
Congratulations, Cluster 8 too.
and come back to visit us.
You're an awesome group.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Come back twice a year in high school. It's the perfect amount of time so that we can stay in touch, watch you guys get older, watch you guys grow, and still be in each other's lives, okay?
My name is Allie Curtis, and I'll be reading my speech, The Thing About Endings. You could feel the energy in the room the day before 7th grade field day. We were pumped as we thought about the sea of 5 colors, tug of war, relay races, and the cheers of the crowd. Sadly, at the same time, we didn't want to say goodbye to the best activity of the year. We went to my house, did what any other group of 7th graders would do, and ordered pizza for dinner, and talked about how our teams would dominate each other, which was ironic because we were all in the same cluster. Our conversation had its highs and lows, as we talked about how it stunk that we wouldn't be together on DeFazio Field in the hot sun of June ever again. But at the same time, we were excited to be united, once again, on the DC field trip in 8th grade. Later that night, we decided to watch a movie called 5 Feet Apart. I won't spoil anything, but it's a real tearjerker to say the least. I'm not one to show emotion around other people, but as we watched this movie, I couldn't help but cry a little. And the last thing that I wanted was for my friends to see me cry. As the tears rolled down my face, the thought of my friend turning her head made me more and more anxious. But as her face started to show, I could tell she was crying too. We looked at each other and grinned, then turned back to watch the movie. I realized I was allowed to be vulnerable around the people that cared. I started to think about the movie and how I wished it had a better ending. I wondered to myself, why did that have to happen? The more I thought about it, I realized that there aren't any happy endings. But if you focus on what a great time the main characters had together, you realize how happy they were. To quote Shel Silverstein, there aren't any happy endings. Endings are the saddest part. So just give me a happy middle and a very happy start. And I think we can all relate that to our final year here at Pollard. It stinks that a year was cut short and we were robbed of many more opportunities to make memories. However, if we look back at the great times we had before school was closed for the year, I'm sure we all have some happy memories to look back to. The thing is, at some point, we just have to let go. We're all going to high school next year, and we can't dwell on the things that we miss here, because they will only hold us back. The only thing that the coronavirus cannot take from us is the memories. We will always have the memories, wherever we go. So I'd like to thank all of you, students, staff, and parents, for giving me a very happy start here at Pollard.
We are here to present the 3rd annual Tom Goldman Memorial Scholarship in honor of our father, who was a teacher here at Pollard for several years. The scholarship will be awarded to a student from each cluster who has exhibited the following traits throughout his or her time at Pollard. Compassion. Cares for and shows empathy towards fellow students. Willing to help a classmate, teacher, or family member without thought of reward or recognition from others. Affability. Kindness and happiness are infectious and important to creating a positive environment for all. Laughter. Someone that makes everyone laugh. This award goes to someone who is known for bringing joy to his or her community.
Because our father loved to travel, our family will be donating in the recipient's name money to go towards helping students who need financial help to attend any Pollard trips. We miss our father tremendously, and we hope that this award will remind people of the impact he had on the world, as well as helping students learn and grow throughout their time at Pollard. The award recipient for Cluster 2 is Ellie Thomas. Congratulations, Ellie, and thanks for embodying our father's spirit.